I just took a walk outside to release my cognitive overload. It was good, and I noticed something that we only got 5 months left before it is going to be 2027. When we think about it, time really flew. I don't feel like I have accomplished anything substantial or gigantic that I can be proud in percent of whatever that I have done this year. But gotta say that I have changed a lot. Looking back at myself from the last year, I didn't even recognize myself in. I I never thought that I would one day be like this. Back then, I made a lot of mistakes, and I met some good people, and they shaped me to become a better person, which I'm really grateful of that. Really, like nowadays, I just feel like I have not done anything much, and it is already midnight, and I have to go to bed, living in this loop over and over again. It's not that I'm doing nothing at all, but it doesn't feel like when you didn't care about your life much, you just mainly focused on like the present moment. But I wouldn't say that it is equivalent to mindfulness, more of like being on autopilot. Now, when I'm more conscious, I notice and observe what I'm doing. In a way, it is also like a curse, since sometimes I just wish that you have a normal life where you don't have to think too much. Sometimes I swear to you, I was just thinking for 15 minutes about what I'm going to do next. There are so many things. I'm trying to organize it in my head first, and then decide later whether I should do it or not. Sometimes I even have to like, bro, just stop thinking and just do it. It's not that good at all when you're an overthinker. And right now I'm just trying to fix my sleep schedule, since I go to bed around 5, 6 a.m. almost every single day. There has never been 2, 3 a.m. for a while. I swear to God, it is really bad. Like, don't do it. I mean, who on earth would go to bed like at 5 and 6 a.m. in the morning, right? Except me. It's quite weird. I guess like it is a new gen thing. But at least I think like I kind of feel better in general, but not good or perfect. Just feel normal and strange simultaneously. It is indescribable when you kind of feel nothing much. Not because I don't think. I think that I thought too much, that at some point I just learned something from it so that I wouldn't be stuck in the same loop forever, if that makes sense. And right now I'm just trying to see whether my life will get better, that I can feel joy like normal people. I don't know about like others. Seriously, I can't, not can't, but usually I don't feel like I get instant dopamine from scrolling or watching short form content. I mean, I don't even want to watch anything on social media anymore. Like, literally. Even when it is something informative or something that would give you some useful information, politics, philosophy, biology, whatever. I just don't want to know anymore. And the reason behind it is that I don't see the point of learning it. Imagine the next 10 years after learning biology in my future career doesn't relate to it at all, I would be like, bro, I just wasted my time for 10 years learning about it for nothing. I just don't want to be like that. Which is why I just, man, like, my FYP is quite honestly depressed. So I don't want to watch melancholic content where if I were to watch it, I would feel even more depressed. I don't want to be like that. I would rather be a person who controls one's emotion and feeling rather than like letting some random video or person influence my thoughts. I just don't want that. It's better than letting them control your life. That's what I think. This one is pretty raw. I'm not gonna cut any scene at all. I think that when I look back at this specific time in like the next 4 5 years, I feel like in the past few months, it has been the same over and over again. Quite weird. Like, no major events, just you do the same habits, feel lifeless. Is that like what you have thought about, you know, regarding your 20s life? Since I thought that it could have been fun, having so many friends, hanging out, blah blah blah. I used to hang out with some of my friends when I was a freshman, just a little bit. I would say that like 2% of my time, yeah, I hung out with them like only a few times. Since I have always been a person who prioritizes my things more. Back then it was the gym. Literally, even when I went outside after, you know, walking for the whole day with my friends since like the morning until the evening, and then I got to my home around 9, I would still, dress up and go to the gym just like that, even though I would finish it and go back to my room around midnight. I would still do that. It was fun. I don't feel obliged. It is more like my vocation. My body just, I don't know, it's almost like I can teleport there. It's quite weird. Like, boom, and then I was already at the gym regardless of my exhaustion. Even if tomorrow I would have an exam, I just couldn't care less. My grades quite fucked at the time. I seriously didn't care. But of course, like, if I were to get an F, bro, I think at that point you just didn't do anything at all. But so it didn't happen, luckily. I mean, so far, I think I learned a lot from people by observing them, learning from their mistakes, seeing how people truly are. It is completely different than what you thought. Maybe because I changed too, I adopted many um what is the word here? Perspectives. I came to understand why people behave a certain way, believe a certain way, what they're seeking for. And when you kind of be more spiritual, I think, everything is a trade off. I would say that I would rather to be like this than seeking validation and befriend people whom I despise or not good role models. Let me put it this way, I don't want to condemn them. it is better just be alone with your own thoughts so that you can develop your character better. You don't want to be negatively influenced and then one day, 4 or 5 years later, you would blame them. It is good to learn to take accountability, since if you were to blame, if you were to blame others forever, it is going to be challenging for you to grow from your mistakes. Be more compassionate with people. I always do that because I know when I hurt people or people don't like, I care about them, but it must be proportionate, not too much, since it can backfire. And yeah, I think life is pretty inconceivable and unexpected. Never thought that I would be in this position, extremely spiritual, and it's okay. Life is just like that. You would never know. Maybe in 4 or 5 years, I would be in a random country that I never thought of. Seriously, in fact, I never thought that I would be in this university at all. It was my dream university at a time. I really wanted to go here, and then I did it. I felt proud of myself a little bit, but once I got into it, man, it wasn't like I expected at all, and I just want to get out of it now. I already made a video about it. I suppose like 2 previous videos. You guys can check it out about like university life, blah blah blah. And yeah, I think this is pretty much overall just yapping randomly. I don't know if you guys would like it. And thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it if you guys watch until here. I would be extremely appreciative if you leave a comment, if you resonate with something, or you want me to change something, you dislike something, anything. I'm fine with criticism if it means that I can improve my videos or myself. So thank you so much and see you in the next video.